Welcome. So we have, yes, get that phone, get the picture, baby. So we have our second episode. That's right, we have 2 episodes.
Back to back.
Today, back to back. So how may we service you? So my name is Texas De La Rosa. I'm the host of this lovely podcast. We have the lovely...
Gina Ray. Hey, everybody.
That's right. And we have I'm so excited, one of my favorite people, because I love all of his crazy ass posts. We have the wonderful, go ahead and announce yourself.
CJ Morgan, local internet troll.
He is an internet troll because why? Why do you like to be a troll, CJ?
Not necessarily a troll, but when I see someone talking some bullshit, I feel they need to be called on it. And then I've realized that it's too stressful to get into political fights with people every day and to argue one-on-one, and no one's going to listen to you. So instead, I create memes and videos.
He's
and
amazing.
Do different characters that kind of make fun of people.
He's amazing. We're going to take a little selfie right here. So yeah, he's absolutely amazing. One of my heroes on the internet because he just gives everyone
the truth.
The thumb up the asshole. And it's like, and it's the unshaven or unclean thumb. It's It's like the rusty thumb.
The nail's out, but just remember, when there's a thumb up your asshole, there are 4 fingers up mine. So the jokes are usually pointed at me, too. I don't know how that works. But
so you throw yourself under the bus.
Of course. Self-deprecating humor is all I
do, too.
know how to do.
I'm like, you all know where I poop. I poop with the W. I poop in the W. I haven't pooped at the Zaza yet, but I will.
Oh, yeah. If you're downtown, you poop at a hotel.
And when I do, I'm going to send all of y'all pictures. It's always my feet with my pants down. And everyone, and it's weird how people notice. I've had a few people go, do you wear underwear? Because the underwear aren't down. I'm like, no, I don't wear underwear.
No. Who wears underwear?
I don't.
I have panties on today. I just have to tell everybody that because I know I normally don't.
You don't? You have panties on? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, it's cold.
What did you do?
I didn't want my lips
your vajayjay was cold?
I didn't want my lips to freeze. I was like, lace panties.
Speaking of lips, I need a shot for my lips. We're going to do our lovely shot. We're all doing JMO.
No, we're not.
Oh, you're not?
What are you
I'm doing Tullamore
Oh, I love Tullamore Dew.
Tullamore
Dew in the house. All right, JMO, here we go.
Oh, I thought we were.
No, it's a whole shot.
I thought we were saving these. Hell yeah.
It's a whole shot.
Jamie,
even better.
Wow. Wayne did a New Orleans pour. That's what that was. That was a New Orleans pour. That was huge.
He's about to go back to New Orleans.
I know he is. I'm so sad. So Wayne, if you're out there, you see us, we love you.
Thank you, Wayne.
Is he waving to us? He's busy.
No, he doesn't care.
He's busy. He didn't give a shit.
Yep.
Anyway, so we're here today to talk to the lovely CJ Morgan here, again, my little bar star, all about what he does and, again, How May We Service You is a podcast we do here all about service industry. So it can involve any really service. A lot of people think it's maybe just bartenders, just bar, but I think there's so many jobs that are in this realm of service. Like if you're in retail, you're working at the Gap, or you're working at the Domain, or whatever. We all do a service. Even like if you're working in a med spa or like medical or whatever, we're nurses.
You deal with Karens and Yelp no matter where.
You a Karen. Yeah. Oh, we all know what a Karen is. If you don't know what a Karen is, you're under a rock. You know what a Karen is.
What is Karen?
A Karen? Oh, baby girl. You don't know
like
what a Karen is the one with the woman with the it's usually, and I'm not trying to be racist, but it's usually the white woman with the shaved back hair, the long side pony. She's got chunks of blonde, and she's usually the one that wants the manager.
Oh, the mom
because
that had all
it's
the
my
babies?
mom who wants to complain about anything at every
mom.
time. No matter what, they're going to complain about something, even when everything's perfect.
Everything could be absolutely amazing, and Karen.
Well, it was great,
something.
but and then when it's bad, you better watch
it's
out.
Mega Karen. So that's.
I speak to your manager?
Yes.
Oh, got it. A Karen.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We talk about service industries. So we are both bartenders.
Yes.
Obviously.
And other services.
And other things. We both have a million jobs, which is great.
Yeah.
We are multifaceted. CJ, what do you do?
So I currently work in radio. I make fart and dick jokes in between Blink 182 and Billie Eilish songs on 101X.
Perfect. Do we have any 101X fans in the house? Anyone listen to 101X? Yes?
It'll get too loud. We don't need to.
We just fake it. We're like all the way in the back. Do you see us?
Crazy.
Hey,
hey,
we're like that.
Danny Lopez.
We're like that 75,000 Lizzo bullshit from ACL.
Yeah,
y'all can just see us. You can't hear us.
It's okay. Danny's here. That's all that
We
matters.
don't want to break these mics. But on top of that, I do, the social media, SEO, digital digital content, web design, all the.
All of that shit is so foreign to me when I hear
Yeah.
all that stuff, because that stuff is so hard to understand. Like when you work for yourself and you have to. When I remember, I started my business back before MySpace was a big deal. Okay, I'm an old bitch. So when I had to understand and hire someone to help me navigate the SEOs,
Oh, yeah.
the whatever.
Well, to build a website back then was
it was
incredibly.
It was like,
even with MySpace,
you had to hire someone
you had to know
from China.
a little bit of HTML. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
You had to hire someone that literally that's all they did. Now kids are making websites in their home on their iPhone.
Because it's easy. It's just like
Drag and
what is
drop.
it, like plug and play, drag and
Yeah.
drop type situation?
Pretty much.
Okay, so before we jump into all that, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks.
Oh my God, it's been 3 weeks.
It's been 3
That's right. We
weeks.
took a little break for a minute.
Yeah,
Yes,
because we're only doing 2 podcasts a month now.
we are, but it's okay. They're
Because
still good.
we have lives and businesses and other shit to do.
Yeah,
and
and-
Aaron is a relationship person now, so
Who,
that
me?
matters.
Who's you said me?
Like Aaron, like your man.
Oh, Aaron, my man. Yeah, he's in there. Where's he at? He's
Aaron.
probably hiding in a corner. So he's. You know, it's so funny. I talked about him on a podcast last week, actually, because they were like, you just apparently on Facebook. I was single still, and so people were like,
Oh, is that why it changed?
yes. People were like, you're single, Texas, but you're dating this guy. Oh my God. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll change it. And so then all out of the woodworks, everyone's like, Texas is dating someone. Like, bitch, you know I've been dating this guy. I've been dating
And
this
that's how
guy.
you call them out. You bitch, you didn't watch our
I've been dating
podcast.
this
You
guy
lied.
since June of last year. We live together now. Hello.
So
It's not-
there's the DTR moment, but now there's afterwards. I had the same thing with my fiance.
Yeah.
You have the DTR moment, but
Yeah.
then you have the social media DTR
Yeah.
moment, which is a little
yeah. Well,
ways
everyone
down.
went crazy on social, and they were all like, "Oh my God,
What is DTR?
oh my God, Texas." is-"
Defining the relationship.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never get to that
You
point.
didn't hear that?
Yeah.
Well,
I never get to that point.
It's a thing now, and it's okay. It's
You
okay.
will be.
You will.
You will be.
You will, but you know, I love your sexcapades, though. I don't want to. I kind of don't want you to be in a relationship because I don't want us to be boring.
Do you know that my friends
I
call
need
me
dick
and they're like,
jokes.
"So what's going on this week?" And I'm like, "Fuck you."
I need to hear who's in the fuck you.
I don't know. I might have to retire soon. We'll see.
No. Anyways, but yeah. So no, I had to do the social media thing where I went from single to in a relationship, and there he is. He's hiding. So.
There was like 700 likes on it when I said old news. Yeah.
Oh, I know, right?
I was
You were-
like,
It's old news. It's old news, but it's still cute though. So
I'll give you some internet cloud every couple of months.
You
just
know, it was-
redo it, just re-add each other.
I'm unsingle. No, what do you do? You're single, then you're in a relationship, then you go back to single and fuck with people's heads for a little bit. Is that what you? So yeah.
I
So
mean-
you said you have a fiance now.
Yes, I do.
So
you
the
did
last
slide that in. You
so
did.
he slid that in.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
like-
because if I keep saying girlfriend and then
That was very quick.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And you're hetero. You're the first
Yes.
hetero dude we've had on the show.
is he? No,
Yeah.
Eddie was, but he's not
Eddie?
really. Eddie, you're not really hetero. We've all had
You're the
questions.
first hetero dude we've
Anyways,
had on
no,
the show.
He's the only real hetero now.
I am now.
No. The last time I ran into you, you said you wanted to marry Grimes.
Yeah,
That was at fun.
And now
fest.
she's dating Elon Musk.
I know. I heard she was pregnant.
Who?
Allegedly.
Yeah, apparently she
Allegedly,
is.
She's pregnant.
Grimes is like
She's
EDM
a singer.
artist, singer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were at Fun Fest, not together, but we wound up being. I got that was a really random ass day. I got really good tickets to Fun Fest, and I ended up hanging out with Joe Jonas. He liked my boots.
Like a Jonas brother?
The Jonas brother. Yeah, it was wild. No,
You have pictures?
I do, and it's really funny.
Show me the pictures, bitch,
Honey,
you lie.
Go on my
Ooh.
Facebook, I swear. But no, the thing is, and I didn't know this till later. So I'm hanging out with Joe Jonas at Garage. We were doing no, not Garage. I'm sorry, Empire Control Room.
Okay.
He did a show there. My friend Danny got us tickets. We hung out. It was VIP, all this crazy shit. We hung out all night. And he came up to me and he was like, "I really like your boots." And I was like, "Thank you." I didn't know he has a boot collection, and he's like literally like a connoisseur of boots.
Oh, so he knows.
And these boots were epic. I bought them in New York, and they were only like they were the boots that kind of like when you see them, it was like my heart melted a little bit, and I was like, "Oh my God, I need those boots!" And it was like I got bangs, but it was like I got boots. So it was amazing. It was great. They were John Varvatos. They're amazing. They're like $800 boots, and I love them, and I wear them all the time. Anyways. Thank you, Joe Jonas, for thinking my boots were good. But yes, I saw him at Fun. We hung out for a minute, then hung out at a backstage area where was Erica Badu or was it Lauryn Hill? I think it was Lauryn Hill.
Was that the year she was
How you getting them
really
mixed up?
behind?
Yes, it was Lauryn Hill.
It was Lauren.
Yeah.
It was
It was.
Lauren
It was
if it
Lauryn
was
Hill.
behind.
Because we were trying to be like,
Yeah, right.
We were trying to, so I was over it
takes
because
her time.
we were waiting, and so L7 was playing down the way, and I run into this guy, and because Grimes was happening to be in the middle of L7, and I think like Big Frida was on one side. It was just a wild ass show.
I miss Fun
I
Fest.
do. I
was
miss
a-
that. Fun Fest. Hard to say.
Fun
Was
fest.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. And I ran into you. We hung out for a bit.
Yeah.
I think we might have had a cider.
I think we did.
I think we did. And then I went to L7 because Lauryn Hill was late.
So did you used to bartend?
Yes.
That's why he's here.
Okay, no, it all just connected.
Well, we
All
had
at once.
we had to give the backstory on how we know
We're
each
friends.
other.
We met so many-
No,
yeah,
we did.
yeah,
We met so many years ago.
So many
And
different
hey,
incarnations.
No, so I was like, okay,
But
so you used to bartend.
again, I love that he's on. Of course, we talk about this
Yeah.
all the time on the show. In the Weeds, we talk about that. He says some crazy shit on In the Weeds, and I love it. And all the things you say are so valid. And I think as a bartender, waiter, server, host, whatever you are in the world, I think we all have a voice, and I just love that you don't give a fuck about it.
I don't, and that's one of the things to where I worked in the service industry 7 years, and it was for a corporate restaurant, and I was a corporate bartender.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Do you mind?
Your local seafood shanty.
So think about like, what is it, Brinker, who owns like Chili's.
Brinker's like Chili's.
Who
and all
owns
that.
like Macaroni Grill.
So it's one of those, but a seafood restaurant.
Can you
and-
say which one it was?
You
don't have to.
I don't know
No,
if I
no,
don't.
yeah,
You never
no.
know.
You don't have to.
But on top of that,
Well,
I
maybe
also
you said-
did
True Lux.
I did a lot of side gigs bartending at like this. I had a fraternity brother once that owned a bar off the Devil's Backbone in Wimberley that was like a piece of shit bar.
wow. Wimberley,
I worked downtown for a while, which was a monster nightmare, and thank God I quit. Otherwise, I
on
would still
Dirty
be in
Six?
cocaine.
I heard
Close.
cocaine. Wait a minute. What happened? What happened with cocaine?
In all the bars.
Strippers' assholes? What? I see that a lot.
Hold on. All right, I'm good to go.
Oh, it's like Amy Winehouse when she would pull the cocaine out of her hair. Did you ever see that video?
No, I didn't. That sounds awesome.
It was awesome. Someone sent it to me, and I swear you couldn't see her do it because she was singing in front of a live audience, and she's singing, and she has the big hair. I have that wig, by the way. It's great. Anyways, she pulls out a bag and does something, and then
She'd
turns
have, like, little
around.
key bumps
She
ready
turned
to go.
around, so her back was facing the crowd, and then you just see her. She's singing, and then she just. And then she goes back, and then she's like, and she goes back into it. And I was like,
That's nuts.
she did a key bump.
Which in the service industry, you have the walk-in cooler to do key bumps.
Or some of these people out there watching the show might understand. We called it Little Mexico. There was a there was a bathroom at a. I'm not going to say which restaurant, but there was a bathroom at a restaurant that was called Little Mexico. And it was, and that's where we went, and everyone did drugs in Little Mexico instead of peeing or pooping. There was cornstarch in there, but that's for the chafing.
That's for your buns.
Or the balls.
Yeah.
Because it was hot in that restaurant.
You know what? I'm gonna throw this disclaimer out there. If you have not worked in the service industry, just do it. I don't care if you have a corporate job
Everybody
or not.
needs to.
Everyone should.
It humbles you. It makes you a better person, and
Yes.
you have stories for a lifetime to tell. And
Oh,
they are
absolutely.
fucking
We will be
hilarious.
doing
I
this
went
show
to
till
that.
we're 90
Hey.
because there's so much shit to talk about.
Yeah, no, it is.
really
It is hilarious. Like even Sunday night, Crocker, it's crazy, and like the guys are like telling me this stuff, and I'm like, how is all this at the bar? Like I've been at the bar for 5 months now, and they're telling me shit, and I'm like, y'all are gonna stop leaving me out.
So,
like y'all are gonna stop leaving
Legina
me
used
out.
to work here at this
I used to
bar.
work here
for 10
10-ish years.
Years,
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
something.
And now she's in Houston, Texas.
At Crocker Bar in Montrose.
It's a bar.
Montrose, that's the hip area now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, it was
now.
always the hip area.
Now.
Montrose was
Well,
always
yeah,
the
yeah.
hip area.
Now
But-
it's becoming more
but now-
gentrified
well,
hip, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's because
Yeah.
the straight people want to all be gay. I swear, straight people all want to be gay.
So you know what?
RuPaul's
I
Drag
think
Race.
there's a spectrum. We're all
RuPaul's Drag Race has made everyone okay with gay. I hope.
I
Thank
hope
you-
so.
Thank you, RuPaul, because you know what? No, seriously, because there's drag brunch in every straight
There's so
bar,
many drag
everywhere.
brunches.
Every straight bar, every straight restaurant has a drag brunch now,
Okay.
and everyone's like on the spectrum
Yeah,
now.
no, I mean,
I'm okay with
even
that.
like the straight girls are like, I'm having my birthday at drag brunch, but I'm gonna take the credit, like, is a millennial. I think.
Are
that's
you a millennial?
I am a millennial.
I'm not.
How old are
I'm
you?
on the cusp.
How-
I'll be 40. I'm okay with that. I'll be 40.
You're on the cusp.
No,
I'm
no, you're not.
I'm close to you in age.
You're
I'll be
Gen
40
X.
in May. I'm Gen X.
You're Gen X.
We're
I'm
Gen
Gen
X / millennial.
How old are
kind of
you?
both.
Yeah.
About to be 40. Well,
Okay.
37.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'm 34, so I'm a millennial.
So yeah,
You're not about to be
you're
40.
definitely millennial.
You were
We're-
37. You were three ways to sideways.
Feels close.
3 ways you've been straight.
No. She goes,
Different ways.
But I do feel like there's
Like the millennials, like we super just like we're fucking.
Yeah.
Like if y'all are my friends, I'm partying with you. If we're
Yeah.
going to gay bar, it's fine.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I used to, so I grew up in Amarillo, Texas, and in high school, because we could drink there, and then a little bit of junior college, we would go to a place that was, if you were hetero, you would not go there during like any other day, but Saturdays was techno night, and they were like, everyone's invited, and it was the funnest bar.
So that was gay night.
That
No,
was
opposite. He's talking about how
Opposite.
like
Oh,
it was
opposite.
gay,
Yeah, yeah.
and that was the
So-
night the
Okay,
straight
I
people
misunderstood.
came.
So then
Yeah,
it was
it's-
everyone could come, and it was the most fun night to like dress up,
Okay.
to dance,
And
to
I
have
can't-
fun.
Amarillo, Texas. I can't believe that would even be there because I've been to Amarillo.
And this was like in 2000, like 98,
Not a
99,
lot happening in
2000.
Amarillo, Texas.
Not a lot, but it
we
was
probably-
cool because you as a young like dude that grew up in a conservative town, you got to see like, oh, everyone's just people. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, we're all just
Very
having
cool.
fun together. And dancing and getting fucked up. Like there's, you met people that you probably wouldn't
have hung out with
in your
before.
normal-
Yeah, most
Absolutely.
likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
My
dig
sister
that.
did her undergrad in Amarillo, so like
Hey,
West
Aaron.
Texas A&M or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Can we get a? Can you do me a favor? Look
You're
at me.
not whispering,
I'm
bitch.
not whispering. Can you bring a Miller Lite to CJ in a glass? I love you.
No, but
That's part of the
Amarillo
show.
is where I met my first drag queen and drag family, and Amber,
Yeah.
and my sister's best friend Tommy, who's drag queen and got titles and everything else. And it was my first gay bar. I learned how to tuck when I was young. I won't say an age
See,
or whatever.
I still don't
Like
want to
all that
ever
stuff.
tuck because tucking is like you put the beans and the franks go in different directions
Hold
and
on,
they
stop.
just go back.
Hold on, stop. If you had to describe tucking,
Did you see my face? My eyeballs get big because I'm
do you
like,
know what
don't
tucking
do
is?
it.
I assumed it was. I mean, every
Oh, this is beautiful.
every like kid does tucking and walks
no,
around.
not
Like,
every
so-
kid does a tuck.
Yes.
How many people tucked their balls
Did anybody
when they were
tuck
little?
their balls when they were
Anyone
younger?
tuck? No,
Like just
no.
tuck them? We have faces and
Aaron,
blank
did you
faces.
get-
I'm the only one then.
Get your cute ass out.
But
Come on.
you would tuck and you would make a joke
Aaron
out
Bollig,
of it just to be
ladies
like,
and gentlemen.
I tuck. I'm a tucker.
And he didn't take the
Tucked.
dirty glasses with him? Oh my God, horrible.
Oh, that's
no,
okay.
I'm kidding.
I'll
I'm
fix
kidding.
No,
You don't
Aaron,
have
you're
to
not
do
a bar
that.
back.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So, like, okay, so tucking is like there's different tucks, and they have underwear now that will help you tuck. They're like really tiny, like the underwear are like this big.
So you get
for-
the grundle, the grum.
I just
All
think
that,
about like
just-
what about the low hangers? Like people with like low hangers, and like there's a lot to tuck in and
No,
like
you're
roll
supposed
up.
to like squat.
Yeah, you pull it up.
Like it's a whole thing.
Pull
See-
it up between thick thighs. Tuck away.
I think that if I were ever going to be a drag queen, and I've been in drag a few times, yes, I have. Only on Halloween usually. I've been Amy Winehouse, Marilyn, dead celebrities. It's all good. Donatella Versace, she's not dead, but she looks like it, so I was her. Anyways, I never tucked. I just let it be, and maybe it did show in the dress or,
It
or
does.
the outfit, but I don't care because I was never
Yeah, but
ever
you're
wanting
not.
to tuck
That's
it.
not like your profession or your
No,
passion. Or
I will always
something
say this.
You want to
I
do.
respect drag
The
queens
shit
for
out of 'em.
tucking because there is things down there that duct tape doesn't need to be a part of.
And you know what? A lot of drag queens have big dicks. They do.
Let's be real.
A lot of them.
Oh my
a
God.
lot of drag
oh my
queens
God.
are tops.
One of my yes, they are.
Just
One of
saying.
my coworkers just said he saw one of my other coworkers penis because she lifted up her dress. Something happened and it was wild. And he told me, and I go, and that was my first question. I go, was it big? He goes, yes. Yes. I was like, oh my God, good for her.
But I mean, we've talked about it before. Like sometimes, like a guy will be walking by and it's a big old strapping dude.
Yeah.
And he's like a big old bottom.
Oh, absolutely.
Big ol'
I
bottom.
think, and it's not that every straight, because you're straight, obviously,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not that every straight, but most straight guys came in. We were laughing the night because there was these two straight guys that came in the bar with like a group of girls, and they were in my dark bar.
Hold on, pause. Do you know what a top and bottom are?
Yes.
Got it.
Different gentlemen prefer
Don't
different
you
areas.
try to hide
and
Nacha.
professionalize in those.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's close enough.
So these two guys walk in. They both take off their shirts. They're both muscly, long hair. They have like backwards caps on, like Braves or whatever. Blah blah. I'm like, yeah, you really look like a baseball fan. Anyways, so they were in here like dancing, and the girls were like, oh my god, he's so hot. And we both, as bartenders, were like, bottoms. We were both like, bottoms. I'm like,
Bottoms.
those are field goals happening right there. Because all the straight guys that come in here, they're looking for something to be in that tickle zone. Tickle zone, is it? I think.
Yeah,
There's
I
nothing
get
wrong
it.
with
I've
there's-
come here before, and it's fun dancing because the women are very energized, but it's also fun being a straight dude and getting flirted with.
Do they think, do people think you're gay? Do they think
No,
you're,
no.
Because
I
you don't,
mean,
you don't,
maybe.
you
I
don't really
I
give a
don't
gay
know.
vibe off. Because there are some people that you meet and you're like, you don't know. You never gave a gay vibe off to me. You kind of gave me always like a dirty straight boy.
Yeah, that's why I asked if you were
That's
hetero.
probably that probably makes
And I,
more
don't,
sense.
and I don't mean that in a bad way. I like dirty straight boys. But that's what I got from you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got like dirty big old white boy.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
like, he's straight. That's why I walked up. I was like, hi,
This
you
motherfucker's
hetero?
did some shit.
As you're adjusting your breasts
I'm like,
before the show. She's like, excuse me, I'm just going to move these guys up here for the show.
no, we had a wardrobe malfunction. So I'm driving to Austin, and I turned to Aaron because Aaron's with me every other time we come to Austin now.
Yes, he is.
And I'm like, Aaron, I have a sports bra, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, I forgot my bra.
Did he know what that was? Aaron, did you know what a sports bra? You have a sister. You should know, right?
He knows. He knows.
He owns a sports bra?
No, I forgot my bras in Houston.
Why did you forget a bra?
Because like I come down here like super like Lululemon, like
Lululemon?
yeah, Lululemon.
Lululemon.
And
That's
so-
like a lot. Do you watch Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
Does anyone watch Bob's? A lot of
Yes.
ladles, lot of ladles, lot of
Yeah.
ladles. That is like what Lululemon is so hard to say. How do you say that?
Lululemon. Like you gotta
Lululemon.
like close your eyes and like.
Lululemon.
Anyway, so I
Lululemon.
forgot my bras, and so like I had to stop, and Aaron had to go with me to buy bras. And I
Where'd
was
you go?
like,
Victoria's Secret?
No, fuck no. Victoria's
Walmart?
Secret is having problems right
I went
now.
from Victoria's Secret to Walmart.
No, we went to Ross because it was right there.
Ross, dress for less.
Yes, Ross is clutch.
Do you know, I've been to Ross
Oh,
twice.
Ross is the best. Like every time I'm in Vegas,
you
Ross,
go to
or-
Vegas, Ross?
Yes,
What is that Vegas?
Ross in every city, like hashtag Ross in every
Yeah,
city.
Ross and
New
Walgreens
York.
will take care of you.
Is
If
there
you're
diff-
staying at a hotel,
Atlanta,
if you're ever traveling,
everywhere, Ross.
you
Okay.
go to Ross and you go to
can get what you
Walgreens
need.
to get all the shit you
Everything.
need. Everything.
Am I just an
Socks,
asshole? I look for Saks
pills,
Fifth Avenue.
drugs.
Is there Saks?
Did you say drug?
I mean,
Okay,
well,
wait a
I
minute.
mean, you know, like
Wait a
allergy
minute.
drugs.
Like right outside of
You
it.
said Walgreens and drugs. Are you talking about antihistamine?
Yes,
He
pretty
said
much.
Advil and shit. But no, so we're like in Ross, and I'm like looking at bras.
Do you mind if I ask what size? I'm gonna guess. Hey, CJ, let's guess.
Okay, yeah, guess.
Let's guess. Hey, pull.
No,
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 I
no.
want you to pull. All right.
No,
I'm gonna
just like
say,
this.
I'm gonna say a 38D. That's a good guess, right? A 38D. Taylor's going yes. What do you think, CJ? Because I'm thinking like hand width, girth. I'm like that's a 38C or 38D. I'm sorry, D,
Okay,
not a
okay.
C.
I'm just gonna guess those some fat ass, badass titties, yo.
Oh yes.
Is
Okay.
that, is that a bra size?
That's not.
No, it's
that's not a
not,
bra
but-
size. That would be a. You know what? If you saw that on a ticket or like whatever.
You need to make them mean fat ass,
That would be like,
titties, yo.
hey, wait a minute. No, you know what? I just bought a fat ass, good size titty, you know, like bra. There's no size. That's amazing. That's like
No.
one size fits all. What are they?
Okay, so me and Aaron are standing there, and like there's a moment like I'm like really searching, and I see him be like, and he walks away. He's like, I can't do this.
I
And
would
I
have
don't
too.
like that's
I'd have
one
been
thing I
bored.
tell people. Like I don't care, dude, gay or straight. Like dudes are just dudes. Like there's certain things that they're just
Bored.
like.
No, you're absolutely
They're
right.
just like, I
Dudes are fucking
cannot-
It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, or whatever. But if you're shopping for bras with a female and you're a male, you're fucking bored.
Aaron,
Nobody wants to watch
Aaron
you
was
shop
like,
for
he
your
like
bras.
kind of scratched his head, and he's like, and just like walked away. And I was like, okay, I'm on my own. I thought I had help.
Nope,
I don't.
you have zero help. Zero help.
I bought the wrong bra size.
How do you buy the wrong bra size? They're your titties.
Cause I'm just like up and down, y'all. I'm up and down my
Well, they
weight.
also like they don't always
CJ,
match.
don't act like you
and
know.
If you
Don't
order
act
shit
like
off
you know.
Amazon,
No, it's like Amazon. It's just
yeah,
like jeans.
it's different sizes because
It's
a
just
lot
like
of it's made in
jeans.
like Hong Kong,
Right,
and
like a
it's like
32
very weird
for
sizes.
guys is not a 32 in every size. Please. So
I'm a-
anyways, like
I'm a titty sympathizer, okay?
Yeah.
So don't judge me.
So you're-
So
titty-
like I'm strapped in really tight, but like this is like covering it, but like my boobs are overflowing.
I love it. So you have like the cleavage, like the corset.
Yeah.
She
It's like-
Let's see it.
overfloweth.
Like
Oh my God.
yeah, it's like hanging out. It's a lot. So anyways,
Okay.
so there
I'm
you go.
impressed. I'm impressed.
I am a.
I lost all train of thought after
I
that.
don't know. I'm either like a 38D or a 36
You're
double
a 38D, I think.
Or a 36 double D, just depending on like the brand.
I don't think you're a double. 38?
So we're going with 38.
38?
38?
Everyone says 38. I said 38D.
Okay.
Did I not?
Okay.
All right, we all win.
All right.
Perfect.
Well, now that the men have told me what size bra I need to wear.
I'm a 32B.
Way to mansplain her titties to her.
Thanks for mansplaining me. I will be wearing a sports bra for the rest of the
And
year.
I'm surprised-
Fuck you in 2020.
I'm surprised, after talking about titties for this long, I'm surprised there's that many gay men still standing in this bar. They're not like, where are we going? Anyways,
There are some things that are universal.
breast.
I think they know at
Body
some
parts,
point, like,
sex,
I'm going to get
drugs,
a boner
alcohol.
with all this titty
So,
talk.
speaking
Universal.
of boners, so, no. So again,
Transition.
He's our straight, he's our first super straight guy. So you're getting married. That's amazing. How long have you known your fiance? How'd y'all meet? Let's get all that together. You don't have to name names, by the way. No names.
So this is going to sound very queefy cliche.
I don't
But
like
I
that word.
messaged her on Facebook because I had a dream about her.
Oh.
And that was real. I do a lot of like hallucinogenic, especially then, a lot of hallucinogenic drugs, and
I've seen your posts. I know. I've seen
would
the
have-
outfits you wear.
would have dreaming thoughts. And I messaged her and I was like, "Hey, are you mad at me?" And she's like, "I don't know. Am I?"
Did you know her as a friend before? Or
Yeah,
like-
we were already Facebook friends because she's
Okay.
like I work in radio. She's a stand-up comic, so
Oh.
we already had
I
met
dig
and
that.
knew each other.
Okay.
But it wasn't necessarily like just like I was thirsty and sending something,
Right.
but also it kind of was. Otherwise, if I wasn't attracted to her, I wouldn't have sent that.
You were poking.
Yeah, I was poking, but I had a
Yeah.
legitimate poke. And so she kind of messes with me back and forth, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go to bed, and she's like, let's take this to text. Here's my number.
Ooh.
And
so
then
you got the
after-
phone number.
After that, we started texting, and we moved fast.
Okay, so
What's fast?
How
And
fast
have
is
been
fast?
together since. I mean, I was like, hey, do you want to go on a date with me on this date? And she's like, no. I want to go on a date Saturday.
Oh.
Also, I asked her I asked her to accompany me to a work event, and she's like, fuck you, I'm not going with you to a work
Wait,
radio
like date
station
one?
event.
Date one?
I mean, your work events
Kind-
probably aren't like most
kind
work
of,
events
yeah.
your work event is fun. I mean, you work in radio, so I mean, Tuesdays.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, do you want to come hang out at this
You're doing
thing
a
with
remote.
me? And she's like, fuck no. Let's go out Saturday.
okay.
So we had to.
So she
also-
has some chutzpah. She's like,
Oh, she absolutely
She sounds
does.
like a woman that like knows what she wants.
also
Chutzpah.
to set a little.
I went like, why'd I go like that? Like, because I'm like, eh. I mean, because I couldn't go like that.
Oh no, she dominated all of it.
Oh, so she's
it was great.
dominating. We all
She's
know now
wonderful.
what CJ likes. He likes to be told what to do. I found out. I've known you for a long time, and I just found out something about you. I feel like this is a blessing. He likes to be dominated. She's a tough woman.
Got
Yeah.
it.
You get it now.
Yeah, I get
I saw those little hamsters running,
Yeah.
and then I saw them stop for a minute and take a drink.
Like everything
And
in
then
my
they-
head like just went. vroom.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Let's
Okay.
edit that out. She doesn't need to know this.
Yeah,
we've never
no.
said a name. We've never said a name.
I have
And
tried
by the way, there's
editing
no edits.
shit out of this podcast so many times, and I'll be like, okay, pause,
I know.
cut.
My boyfriend
edit.
still hates that I talk about him on every podcast I've ever been on. I do. I've talked for almost 8 months or whatever. He ends up. They know his name, but he gets so mad. He's like, he's probably hiding somewhere anyways. But you can't help but talk about your significant others, especially when you're in the
It's
industry.
part of your life.
That especially like us, like where we're all public people. We do things that are in the public very often, and a lot of times people know who we are before we know who they are.
Yeah.
As they're like, oh, you served me that drink on, and they feel like because they met us once that we know who they are.
Us.
That happened to me yesterday. I felt so bad.
people watch
This
you
guy
and
see.
came in and I did not know him. I felt so bad. I used to be his bartender at Rain when I worked there like 5 years ago. And he saw me and he goes, Texas, oh my God, how are you? And I was like, hey, Shug. I had no idea who he was. And in my brain, I was like, go back.
Wait,
who are you? Who are you?
schedule.
I was like, vodka soda, vodka Red Bull. What are you? Because, do you categorize your people with drinks?
Yes.
Because I do that I think most bartenders do.
Yeah, you
We're like, oh, you're
categorize
the
them by
Tecate,
drink.
or you're the dressed Dos
Or the
Equis.
group.
Yeah, once they order a drink, it kind of clicks with you, and then
Yeah.
you're like, boom, boom, boom.
And you're like,
you're
you're
regulars.
Jason is the vodka Red Bull. His friend, whatever, Naomi likes the sugar rimmed, whatever. It's you get that shit together, and you all kind of
Yeah.
put it together in like this big thing in your brain, and you just know who they are by their drink.
Just by the drink. And
drink.
sometimes you don't even recognize like anything else.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Fine guy on Sunday, very androgynous. Me and my friend were trying to figure out if he was gay, straight, or bisexual. But he ordered Dos Equis and a Jaeger bomb. And I knew that.
Is it straight? That's a straight order.
Yeah, but
That's a straight order. A Jaeger bomb and a Dos Equis.
Jaeger bomb
Most
on a
men are
Sunday.
ordering a vodka soda. You know that. Most gay men are ordering vodka soda.
I don't
So-
know. We
No?
think he's bisexual. So,
Okay.
I mean, I hope he comes back next Sunday.
What do
We'll
y'all
see.
think? Jaeger and Dos Equis?
Jaeger
Anyone
and
out
Dos
there?
Equis.
Straight, bi, what?
He
Straight?
was the one in my bar with the hat, and he had like this bun. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Jesse, you know the
And he had,
straight
like, an
boys.
Adidas
Is
thing
he straight
going?
if he's ordering Dos Equis
He was
and a
cute.
Jaeger? He likes them feet.
Jesse
it's all
likes
right.
straight guys that like.
Yes.
Jesse likes
Bitch,
straight guys.
You've
so it
already been on
doesn't
the
matter.
show. We already know about you. Anyways, watch the first episode. You'll hear a crazy story about Jesse.
Yeah, there's a bartender named Jesse Ojeda and Kelly Klein. They're on our first episode of season.
Our very first podcast.
Of season 1 of How May We Service You.
You hear about dick sucking, garage
Charlie's,
doors,
peeing in the back in a
peeing in the bathroom.
kitchen.
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Speaking of crazy shit, CJ, so where and
Hold on,
again,
can I give a disclaimer real quick?
Yes.
If you are not ADHD, high, or drunk, this show is really hard to watch. So right now, if you have a drink,
do you have a drink? If anyone
Raise
has a
your
drink,
drink.
raise your drink. Raise your drink.
and
Oh,
just,
look at you.
know,
All you
take a
guys have,
chug
Get a
because
drink.
this show is
Jesse,
not
get
easy
Aaron
to
a
watch
drink
unless
real
you're high or
fast.
drunk. So cheers.
Cheers to y'all.
Oh,
So-
y'all are listening. Wow.
Oh, they are. They're so quiet now. I love it. They're all drinking at the same time. Because we like to talk about crazy shit.
Yeah.
So we did talk about like how people used to pee in the sink at Charlie's, and then they would have steak night the next night. They did that. So if you ever ate steak at Charlie's,
And we can say that because Charlie's
'cause
is
they're
no
closed now.
longer
They're not a thing anymore.
open.
Someone nutted in it.
no, someone peed on that cutting board. They were fixing prepping meat.
That wasn't the story. Like there is a
It was the
kitchen
story.
in the back of Charlie's, and there was
Yes.
one of those like mop sinks. Have y'all ever seen the mop sinks that's on the floor?
I don't care. There's called splashback.
And the staff
It's
used
called
to pee
splashback.
in the mop sink.
As a male, I've peed on myself by accident because I was peeing too fast or whatever, and the water hit my leg or my toe, and I peed on myself.
You get it on
do.
you.
As a male, it happens. It does. And so I'm sorry if they were peeing in a sink, they peed on some steak. So there you go.
In all my years of service industry, I hope I never did something. Like, I did have a bar manager that was like spitting that dude's drink. He's a piece
No,
of shit. I was like,
you had a
no,
bar
Oh,
manager.
no.
I would never do that.
You had a bar manager that told you to do that?
Yeah.
A bar manager that told you to
Bar
do that.
That is
manager.
so bad.
That's horrible.
That is
No,
so
it is
bad.
horrible because even though like people might be a giant piece of shit, which
Yeah.
is why
Horrible
I feel
people.
happy in radio that I can yell at people and call them out when they're the Karens. They're like, "Well, you blah 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 on air," and I'm like, "Fuck you! You're on
Yeah.
Yeah. air with me right now, and I
Yeah.
can say whatever I want." And they're like, "Well, I'm going to talk to your manager," and I'm like,
Is her name Karen?
Go for it.
Good.
So-
I'm making entertaining content.
Well, I think a
But-
fun thing about like working at a gay bar is that we can be a little bit more animated.
We're so sassy.
And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
And it's like super fun. Like even last night, like I work a really long shift on Sundays, and like there's this one dude. Have you ever had somebody fake spill a drink to get a free drink?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, or
bring
do
up,
the wrong
or bring up
drink.
this and go,
Or
hey,
bitch about, like-
this is my shot, and it was horrible.
And I'm like, but
And you're like, you
drank
didn't,
it.
you didn't pay for that. I saw that was
So
someone
like
else's.
I'm like semi busy enough to where like, and then they're like, oh my god, a drink broke, and I'm like, and it was just ice, and
Yeah.
I was like, and so I make the other drink, and I go to the back because I'm like heated, and my manager's sitting back there, Robbie. And I'm like, did you see that shit? And he's like, no. And I'm like, zoom in on my bar right now.
Ooh, they
And
have
I'm
the cameras.
Hell
and I'm
yeah.
like, you
I
see
love
that
it.
drink?
Oh no! See, I never worked in the bartending age of
Can I tell
cameras.
you?
I would just
I
have
was
to
so
use
mad.
hopefully having a manager that's not a piece of shit.
Nowadays,
Because some
the cameras
managers
are so
will
good.
fucking betray you.
Oh, yeah.
And do whatever the customer says. Others like get your back.
Yeah.
So where did you bartend when you were younger in the industry? You said you can you say it or no?
So at a local seafood shanty
Okay.
or a corporate seafood
So was it
shanty.
a restaurant? It was
It was
not
a corporate. It was a corporate restaurant,
It was on
and
a
I
bar,
bartended
okay.
there. And then I also did like other gigs at other places.
So
But the most like weird, fucked up shit
I was gonna
always
say-
happened at the corporate restaurant.
okay. We want to hear. We want to hear.
Wow.
Oh, it was called
Okay.
Bo's Knapsack.
Oh my gosh, Texas.
So,
I'm not telling you
anyways,
secrets.
I love
Bo's
it because
knapsack.
it was good, and I was one of those guys that was like very into like working there, but also into like my fellow employees having rights and doing shit, and they
He's-
necessarily like
He's like a martyr. He like
employees
literally like
weren't into
does
that
fight for all
shit.
of us. So
But I bartended there in a college town, and managers did not give a fuck because we had the most white trash customers ever, the most complainers, the weirdest people
went
that
there.
were very upset, college students,
I
and
used
one
to
of
tear
my
it down there.
one of
love
my
that you just laughed.
one of my worst nights ever that kind of describes just
I
how
snorted.
working as a corporate bartender and why now in radio when people complain where I'm like fuck you, I'm in charge.
yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna email your boss and manager. Good.
tell me my first
They're gonna
and my
laugh
last
at you. So I had a night at the local seafood shanty in San Marcos, and we had a coworker that had drowned several months before.
Oh.
I'm not trying to make this a sad story.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's
Okay.
well known.
It's
you can Google
reality.
it, you can work
It
at the
happens.
news. But there were heavy rains that year, and there was water flowing in. So there was this like kid out there, and they're like, "Everyone needs help. What do I do?" So some coworkers and I fucking left our tables and rushed out there.
Oh wow.
Went, and all I remember is holding this fucking fat young kid that was heavy as shit. And I'm not in shape. I'm not insulting him, but I'm holding him, and he's like, I can't hold you anymore. I can't hold you anymore. I'm like, dude, hold me, because essentially the way the river and waterfall works is it sucks you under the building. So I'm holding him, like, just hold me, hold me, hold me, and I'm holding him and I'm laying flat down.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Some like
'Cause I know it's
cowboy kind
horrible.
of guys come up and they're like, "Oh, we got him." They roped him. They helped me. We grabbed him. We pulled him up. We kept him from being sucked under the building because it's a swimming hole.
Wait,
Yeah.
is this the
So-
San Marcos floods that happened?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that was
This
a
is
big deal.
2004. So we pull him up. These guys like just help, and then fire and rescue get there, and everything's good. So point being, this dramatic thing happens where we save like a 17-year-old
Yeah.
heavy as fuck kid's life. These guys show up and help us pull him up before, like, help all of us servers and everyone. I go back in, and I was so when you bartend, some shifts you get cocktail. So I was doing a cocktail shift. So it's like 4 or 5 tables.
Right, yeah.
I had a 6 top at the time. I had already put their app order in, had done shit for them. I go in, and my shirt is covered in mud because I was in the water pulling a kid out of fucking.
You went back
death.
to work after this shit.
Well, I had to. I was waiting tables.
No, but that's crazy that you even went back. I would have been like,
So-
I'm fucking out, y'all. I gotta go
Well,
buy. I'm
I
sorry.
go back and I asked my manager, Mike, who's working, I was like, can I get a new shirt? And he's like, yeah, you got to pay for it, though. Like, there's 17.
Are you kidding me?
'cause you know how-
he made you pay for your shirt.
Well, you know how
At
local
Bo's
seafood
knapsack?
shanty I told you about, they sell shirts. And the shirts you wear, you have to buy. You get 2 free ones when you weren't there, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so I'm never gonna get a Bo's knapsack ever again.
So he was trying to make me buy a shirt. I'm like, I can't buy a shirt. I'm covered in mud. I just saved a kid's fucking life and helped. And so did Josh. Like, we were out there doing this shit.
Josh.
So he gave me one of the Cook shirts. He's like, well, I can give you one of these. Which, I mean,
was it used?
It's an all-white shirt. It's just one of the, like, ones folded in the back that aren't like, hey, we're silly and tie-dyed. I go to my table.
So tired.
They're like, hey, we got one of our appetizers. The other one's not here. And I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. I bring their other appetizers. I'm like, here you go. And they're like, hey, like, what's up? You've been gone. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I had so-and-so watching you, but like, y'all saw what happened out there. And they're like, yeah, we were watching that. We saw you out there. And it's like,
So your table was like literally watching you.
Yeah,
save
yeah.
someone's
And so I
life.
was like, hey.
This
like,
is the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
I was like, hey, I was out there doing that. I had to like change and do that. Your order, everything's good. I have people watching you. You're good.
Did you like your crab legs?
Their tab was 120 and they tipped me like $5 after I explained,
hell no.
after they had seen me, and after I had completely been like, hey, I got other people to watch y'all. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. It was one of those moments where, like, and I've had many, but it was one of those moments where I was like,
You just want to walk away.
fuck this job.
Yeah.
I would
Fuck
have
this
I would have
fucking
literally
job. I helped save the kid's fucking life.
Oh my god! And
And
you
even
got
like my
$5.
boss and the corporate were like, hey, we're gonna send you a certificate, which they did. They sent me, like, I got a certificate.
good for you. That certificate did what for your life?
That didn't do shit.
I would have wiped my ass with that certificate. That's horrible. Oh my fucking god! That's the craziest story I've ever
And
heard.
I'm not trying to say like, oh,
No.
look at me for doing a good deed, because
No,
I feel like
no,
every
no.
human should. It just sucks when you come right back in and your manager and a table that had seen, because it was a big scene, because if
Yeah.
you've ever been to that restaurant, there's a giant window that overlooks the river.
I know what
That's
you're
on
talking about.
Riverside.
Everyone
Oh,
sees what
no,
you're
not Riverside,
talking
sorry.
about.
But you know what? That goes back to our point that we always
Yeah.
say when you are bartending or serving, people do not give a fuck about what happens to you.
Nope.
Like, I've gotten lime in my eye, I've cut my finger, 151 in my eye.
151 hurts.
I've bumped my knee, and people are just like,
I want my food right now.
they're like, I want my drink.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny because I devil's
Which
advocate.
is why everyone should work in the service
Yeah, no,
industry.
So
that they're
so you have a
more
little
empathetic.
more understanding.
Absolutely, devil's advocate, because I do get crazy when I'm hungry. I get hangry. I get really hangry.
Same here.
But that's always my own fault because I wait too long, and then I'm like, it's at the end of my day or whatever, and then I'm fucking an asshole because I'm hungry. But I always feel like everyone needs to work in the service industry because we need to always understand that that person working has so many other things going on in their world than just what's happening with you right then and
Yeah.
there. You know, again, you saved a fucking life.
Running
That
food
is
for other
crazy.
tables,
I
like
have
making
crazy stories about people having sex in the bathroom, drugs in the bathroom. This boat sank, and like we were like, it was funny because at my bar we watched it sink the whole day. No one came back for it at Hula Hut. It was just like we watched this boat just sink. Those are the crazy stories I have. You saved a life.
And the
That's
longer you've worked there, the
insane.
more kind of you're responsible for
Yeah. Oh yeah, because everyone looks.
extracurricular things while having to also take care of your tables.
Yeah. No, our jobs are so insane. I think everybody should literally have at least one service job at work, at least like for like 6 months.
Let's
it, should
do-
it should be mandatory.
Yeah, let's do bar EDU then.
Ooh, bar EDU.
Bar EDU
So
then.
bar
Let's do it.
EDU is where we talk about things you don't like.
Or
But-
a tip.
And I think honestly with him, because he's got, with CJ, you got such a different outlook because you bartended, you also now work in service.
And it's
I think
corporate.
What you do now is still service. You're still on air. Working
Yeah,
with
yeah.
people.
I could still get
It's you
potentially
still,
in trouble
you
by
do.
someone bitching.
So what are things that really kind of irk you? Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. I hate when people do this to me at the bar. they clank their credit card at me and be like, I want to pay, I want to go, or whatever, because I'm like, bitch, I'm not there yet. So those are things that irritate me. What is something that irritates you as
I'll
a
give
bartender?
you my example too, so
Okay,
then you
yeah,
can tell your whole
please.
thing. And this is a new trigger. I didn't know it was a thing.
A trigger. Oh, I like that word.
It's a trigger. I'm using like those new 2020 words. Trigger.
Ooh, some like therapy words.
I feel I get triggered when
When someone's an asshole, that's what I get triggered by. You're an asshole.
So like
not
somebody
your, not
like-
your asshole, but an actual asshole.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, minding mine. Nobody's at my bar. It's fine. I know my crowd is coming. And somebody's at the other bartender, been ordering them from all night, and that bartender goes to the bathroom, and you ask me for a fucking water. It's just like, it's my trigger. And I make it and I smile, but I'm just like, in my head, I'm like doing a punch like this.
Does water piss you off? Because you know what? It doesn't make me mad in
doesn't
my
make me
one bar,
mad.
but when I'm here at this bar, because it's busier,
It doesn't make
I get
me
mad because
the water doesn't make me mad. It's just like, you didn't speak to me the whole time. I
Yeah.
see all y'all high like that. You can just say hi.
But why is it always the
say
girls
hi.
that are always sweaty and crazy and come in and they go, oh my God,
Yeah.
I need water. And
it's always some
"You're not
drunk
gonna-
bitch."
You're not going to die. Shut the fuck up. You're fine.
And I'm not
You're
hating on
fine.
women, but
I know.
it's like, they're like, can I have the water? I'm like, you went to that dude bartender
guess
the
I
whole
get it.
fucking
They're-
night, and he
they're
got you drunk. Tell
des-
him to give you water.
Yeah.
And
I
tell him
hate
to
them.
find you a fucking Uber. I'm not your friend right now.
I'm not going to lie to you. I already forgot what you asked him.
Desperate.
And when they sip it down and then they go,
Do you know the answer to your story?
Like one little.
I'm like, what the
I mean, I guess if it keeps them from dying, but
No one's going to die from being
Yeah.
dehydrated when they go out.
but that's just
usually
like
any
that-
bar you go to, there's like a little cooler,
We
there's
have
a little
coolers
spot, there's
everywhere.
yeah.
Coolers.
No, we just give water.
What was your question?
Okay, now what's yours?
What annoys you at your
yeah.
work and profession?
Not a noise, a bar EDU. So we use it like devil's advocate.
It
You
could-
can
it
either
could-
say
it could
something
be education.
that annoys you, or
Okay.
you can give a tip to patrons so that they know something
What not to do.
So
Or
or what to do.
I guess
Like if someone meets you in
I
the
guess-
street, CJ, because obviously you're a sweet guy and you're fun, you're energetic. But if someone were think about those bartending days or working in the industry now, say you're doing a remote, and people know you from social, because I think that happens.
I'm
to
a
lot-
fucking person. I
Yeah.
guess that would be the first thing I would say.
Okay.
Is it was definitely different when Miles was alive, which used to be my little crippled dog, as you know.
I love him.
But
I loved your stories with him.
People are a lot more aggressive about approaching me with their ideas and thoughts and why did you fucking play this song? Why didn't you play this song? And it's
Okay.
I'm a person.
I get it.
And a lot of news personalities I work with. I assume bartenders probably get this too. But TV news personalities, radio people, people when they see you outside of your element, they treat you like you're a servant to them.
Yeah.
You are there. You're my weatherman. You're supposed to you listen to me whenever I wanna blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Same with any of this shit. So it's just number one, I'm a person.
That's really good.
I'm a fucking person. Talk to me like a person.
Yeah.
I'm not some mythical god that's great. I mean, it's cool to have that.
Well, I think what happens with a lot of people is they don't understand your job versus what they do. Because I think in jobs like ours, where we're public and we do have a voice, and we have a lot of people that follow us on social media and on different platforms.
And so you kind of assume that
I think a lot of people don't realize that there is a separation there between people and who we are. And again, because even I just said this the other day, a lot of people don't know what I drive. I never post what I drive, where my home is. There's only certain parts of my house I will actually video, because I don't let other people know those things. People don't know a lot about us, but they think they do.
they think they do.
They think they do because they see us on, or they hear you on the radio.
Social media, or on the
And-
radio, or on the news.
Exactly.
Or just seeing you behind the bar.
Yes,
They think
exactly.
this is my connection to whatever. And some of it's just normal. Some
Yeah.
of it's mental illness. Some of it's just like a not understanding. But it
I think that's
has
great.
always been a weird thing to where
I think that's great to talk about. I think that's really cool that you mentioned that because I think a lot of people may not know that or know to think about that as a patron or as someone who's walking into a restaurant or a bar, or they see that same bartender all the time, or like someone like you or me, that's here
especially
on
at a
Sundays
restaurant or
and
bar, like we're people
we're
too.
here, yeah.
We're not your fucking servants.
Yeah.
We're people. We're human beings.
Yeah, I think-
like treat us like you would treat anyone
Yeah.
else you met.
I think one of the kindest things that's happened to me lately is like, so anybody that's known me, I've bartended for like a decade, and everybody that's known me, I eat all the time. I eat behind the bar the whole time I'm working and everything else, and it's a thing. And like earlier last week, like I was eating and I had soup, and he was like, "What is that?" And I was
I
like,
love
"Oh,
soup.
here we go." I was gonna he's gonna ask me for my soup or something, and he's like, "That is not soup." And he like calls his restaurant, orders soup for me and Aaron. He ordered soup for both of us, left the bar, went and got the soup and brought it back to us.
he brought you like legit soup.
Like with fresh bread. It was like mushroom.
Bitch, that's like the best fucking
It was like
patron
mushroom
ever to
and like
have.
broccoli pureed.
Like someone who's actually paying attention,
Yeah,
and
because-
seeing you're hungry, and seeing, because we all know we bring snacks and
Yeah.
bullshit to our work,
Yeah.
and then it sits there and it's like all like like it's like lukewarm or whatever, or we have a sandwich, we're like, oh shit, that's been out for like 3 hours now because
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to eat it because I was busy.
And it was just sitting there.
That's
but
a
like he brought it
badass.
back, and Aaron was like, "Did he go to get the soup?" And I was like I think he left to go
That
get
is
it.
so
And he brought
sweet.
it back, and when he brought it, like I almost cried. But it was just because it was like a simple, really sweet thing.
No, it's
He
amazing.
didn't ask for a drink. He wasn't like, "I'll go get it and you go get me a shot." And like naturally, like I got him the drink.
Just did
but
it because he's a good
Yeah.
dude.
It was just really, really sweet, and it was super human, and
Which
it
I
like
th-
made me emotional.
Yeah.
Which
You
I
know-
think, not to interrupt.
No, no.
but I think that's one of the things we forget. It's easy to bitch about shit in the service industry because there are a lot of people that just don't get it and are bad.
There are.
But then there are people that just kind of
You know,
care and
I think it's more about the people that
Are
actually do the
good.
good things for you, because there are so many people that come into our restaurants, our bars, our establishments that really do love what we do, and they really love us.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I have so many people that come to see me, and they do so many amazing, silly ass things, and I'm like, wow, it wows me. I think it makes up more for the bullshit, like the random people that like throw up on my fucking tables on Sunday. That happened. Raymond, if you're here, you know, bless his heart, he had to fix that shit. But we deal with so much shit, but I think there are so many more amazing people that do good things, I think, with our regulars that come in than are the negative. So I will say that's why we do our job. I think that if it was always negative, we wouldn't do our jobs. We would be like, fuck that job. I'll do
It's very instant
this.
gratification. I think it's some of the addiction of being in the service industry. The service industry is very instant gratification.
Absolutely.
Well, let's be
And
real. The
that's
instant
why-
gratification is also the money.
Yeah.
Money,
Because
too.
when
Well,
you
that's
were,
part of it.
when you were in the service industry,
Yeah.
I know friends of mine that have tried to work at like the Gap or whatever, going through
It's not
college.
the same.
And going through school and paying for school. I pay for my own school, doing my own thing. And it's a lot of fucking money. And
Yeah.
then, when you're working at like
Can be.
a $9 an hour job, well, you could work as a bartender and make $400 a night. It's hard
You
work.
can.
You can, not always, but you can.
or you can make less than $9 an
Yeah,
hour.
or you could walk away with 30 in a night. It's
Yeah.
Russian roulette.
So you never know.
But it's addictive. It's service industry, and that's why in season 2, we're focusing on people that are like
have transitioned.
playing
So CJ is not
successfully.
a bartender anymore,
No.
but he was.
Yeah.
And
And
now
that's-
he's doing a career that he's actually very happy with.
And he's such a
I'm
radio
happy to hear
voice.
him on the
Hopefully.
radio.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm
And-
happy.
and
I'm
again,
happy you're doing what you're doing.
One of the things that I try to bring up all the time that some old school Austinites told me is that Rainy Street used to be where all the comedians,
Yep.
musicians,
Absolutely.
and bartenders used to live because it was cheap and
Yeah.
close to downtown.
It was the
and
ghetto.
Every time we talk about, like in this city, which we should, we talk about the musicians.
Yep.
But I feel like we also need to add the people that make Austin, that make this a tourist attraction,
Which
that
are
make
the
this a
service
good
industry.
place, are the musicians, the comedians,
Yep.
and our fucking service industry people, our bartenders, our servers, people that work at the hotels,
Yeah, I
like
agree.
people that cut hair.
Oh yeah, claps to that.
people that
Put some
do.
hands together for the bartenders in the room.
Yeah.
And what the fuck
Cheers
are we
to the
doing in
service
Austin?
industry.
We're driving them all out to
Yeah.
where they can't afford to live here.
Yeah.
Because you can't work downtown and live downtown
cannot.
anymore.
No, you can't.
That's impossible.
It
And you
is.
know what? So I'll say this: the Visit Austin Bureau, they do a really good job once a year at highlighting service industry people in Austin that are attributes to Austin, and people come here to visit. A couple years ago, I was part of Visit Austin. It's a whole campaign. People from hotels to bars, and they like highlight service industry people that are like just staples in the community, and they do a good job. But I think it just needs to be recognized more. That's a really
Yeah.
good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Well,
should
this-
talk about it. I mean,
Well, this is why we have great guests like you
the
on.
service industry makes this town.
No, I think
makes the like
especially-
our artistic people
Yes.
and our service industry make this town, and
Especially
we're going to
because
lose
we
that
are a
if,
tourist
if
city.
we can't afford to live here.
Yeah. I know.
What's Austin going to become?
Exactly.
I mean, one of the ongoing jokes in Austin is that everybody has a roommate, right? Anybody? Do you have roommates
I never did.
in Austin? None of y'all have
You know
roommates?
why?
No roommate.
Well, do you know why I
No
never had a roommate?
roommate.
I got
but like
roommates.
realistically,
Do you have
the
roommates?
closer
You
you
do?
get to
Yes.
city
I
center-
don't.
I'm almost
I
40
do
years
now.
old, and I live with people that work at the
Yeah,
radio
we have
station
roommates.
and my
No,
fiance.
I never did. I never did. Do you want to know why? I never had a roommate because I worked like 5 jobs.
Yeah.
To make it happen.
Okay, so roommate or 5 jobs
Just
or something,
saying.
but
you
it's
have
a
to
lot
weigh
of
the
work.
options, and you know what? I did, and I never would. But I'm not saying it's. But
Or
I
you
do
don't
get
live
it.
in Austin proper.
Or you
like
live outside,
Like
yeah.
you keep pushing out and out, and you have the Austin zip, but you're not in Austin.
Well, I think that we've talked about some great things today. If you want to see CJ Morgan more, where do we find you, CJ Morgan?
On the internet.
On the internet or on what? I guess.
I guess Instagram's a big thing I'm trying to push right now.
Instagram is right. So CJ Morgan.
At the CJ Morgan.
We'll have that, of course, on the show. But if they want to hear you on the radio,
101X, 2 to
101X.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
2 to 7 p.m.
2 to 7 p.m.
Say it again.
2
No,
to 7.
Where, not the time.
101X. 101X, yes. If you want to find CJ, go to 101X. Just go from 2 to 7, listen to his ass. He's on the radio. He's amazing. Look, you can see his ass on, not his actual ass.
Literally my ass. Like,
But
my
I-
ass is on the
But I was
internet.
gonna say, I think actually
There's-
you do have some photos of your ass and things.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm liking a lot of your stuff all the time. You're quite hilarious, and I think it's really amazing that you have a fiance that's a comedian. Y'all are probably the craziest couple in the world.
She puts up with my shit.
Well, she
Let's
puts
say
up with
that.
you.
Barely.
But I think, honestly-
those eyes, she does those a lot.
I think
It's
it's
a
gonna
little
be
triggering.
amazing.
Yeah, it's like borderline, girl.
I think it's
You've
gonna
only
be
Yeah.
sat next to me for a half hour, and you get it.
So,
you get it. You need to be friends
you've
with
been
her.
on our show.
She also used to live in Montrose.
Cool.
You've been on our show. We need to go on your show. We need to talk because I think
Yeah.
the service industry is
Absolutely.
always something we
Ongoing
need to
conversation.
learn from because I think
Oh
all of
yeah,
us do.
because this all started because I wanted to do a bit on the radio about like where service
Yeah.
industry people could just educate
So
and
if you
bitch.
if you don't follow In the Weeds again is the we get a lot of questions on In the Weeds. It's on Facebook. It's a closed group, but it's all service industry. And I saw his post, and I was like, oh my god, I need to have you on the show because you have a lot of shit to say, and you do, and it's amazing, and I love it, and I love that we all. You never know who's been in service industry. I didn't know you were a bartender or anything like that until I saw you in that group. And I thought it was so awesome because it's like you've transitioned out of that into radio, but it's so cool that you still hold all those values.
And it's also a vibe you get. Like you
Yeah.
can always vibe.
Oh,
like every
we all
now
know
and
who's
then-
service industry when you
like,
walk in the
people
door.
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
up in order, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Are you service industry?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "I was." I'm like, "You always know
We
when
got
somebody
you.
was
We
service
got you.
industry."
So guys, again, check him out, CJ Morgan, 2 to 7, 101X. Please check him out and follow him on Facebook, Instagram. We'll have his Instagram information right here on this little area.
Over
we
here.
always say that.
Texas, where can we find you?
I'm here every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday nights in the Dark Bar. Check out the Dark Bar. The Dark Bar is super sexy.
Little dirty secret.
We have our dirty secret here at Old Can Harry's on Sunday happy hours 2 to 9. Am I seeing this? I went like this. Someone did that. Are there blowjobs happening in my Dark Bar? I don't know.
You're nuts.
I didn't see it. It was cloudy in there. I didn't see anything. It's that dark. You can't see it.
Oh,
There's a
I get
blowjob.
it. Okay, I was
you
like,
get
what
it?
are
Do
you
you get it?
talking- okay.
Oh my God. She's like, what? Anyway, so go check us out. I lost my train of thought. Anyways,
Okay.
Legina, let's see her at Crocker
Crocker
Bar.
Bar on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday nights.
Yes,
In
yes.
Montrose and Houston.
And we'll do our next show is in 2 weeks.
On the 24th.
On the 24th. So come in here to Old Can Harry's. Check us out. Please follow us on social media. We have an Instagram, How May We Service You. You can hashtag us at our hashtag HM, I don't know.
How may we service you? It's the
Yeah,
acronym.
just figure it out.
Figure
I
it
don't know.
out.
I don't do that shit.
The
Anyway.
internet.
And then please also like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And we'll see you very, very soon. And guys, we have the wonderful Gilda Geeks in the house. That's right, bitches. They have Smash Bros. Tournament tonight, right? Is that right? Holly, do we have that? Okay, cool. So check it out. Win some money every Monday night, guys. Every Monday night. Come out here. Come play some games, win some money. And take care of Jesse. He's the bartender. Josh in the back.
Jesse and Josh.
Jesse and Josh, we love them. Mackie
thank
Ray,
you for
here's our
coming to
manager.
see How May We
Taylor, our
Service
bar back.
You.
We love you. How May We Service You is out, guys. We'll see you later. We'll
Thanks,
see you soon.
everybody.
2 weeks. Thank you, CJ Morgan.
Yes.
101X. 101X.
Send it on.
Appreciate it.